It's 5:50, everybody.
It's 50.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I'm not Damon, thank God. That makes me sad. Damon, how was your week?
My week was really good, and I have a couple of stories.
The week was what?
Yeah, I have a couple of stories. One of them actually involves you. Well, involves your mother. I'm gonna put my woe on pause. So as we went over previously, I don't know, last episode 4, I did. Wait, hold on.
Previously on That Checks Out, we mentioned Damon took Ted and his mother to the airport.
Right.
Now on the continuing story of That Checks Out, Damon, the floor is yours.
So, you remember when I thought you put a bag of garbage in the back of my van? And I go, what are you doing? You're like, I don't know. And I'm like, is that garbage? Maybe. And you put it in my van? So I get home, and I take it in, and Nicole goes, she goes, what's that? I go, I believe it is a garbage bag full of toilet paper.
To be fair, I had no idea what was in that.
Okay. Right.
My mom just said it was Damon's, and I was like, good enough for me.
Yeah, golden. We're golden.
I hope it's garbage.
I will put it in his van.
But the look in your face, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh, she said it was Damon. But you're like, what do you put it in my car? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Just, shut up. It's going in here. Mom said. So what's neat is it was toilet paper, which even though it didn't meet your mom's standards for whatever reason,
it was probably luxury in your house.
Oh boy. So this is what I get home, and Chuck goes, this is what he tells me that night. He goes, okay, Dad, the new toilet paper for Mrs. Wilson. He goes, I got to tell you, I almost hope I get diarrhea now. He goes, this is a game changer for my butthole. That's what he tells me. He goes, this is a game changer for my butthole. Okay?
No, Mac, I tell you, you go to his house, it's like wiping with loose leaf.
Yeah, it really is. But not loose leaf, like the spiral you pull out and it's got the spiral ends on it. Yeah. Like that. Okay?
Hey, Paul. Yeah. Are we going to have this fancy toilet paper the rest of our lives? I wish to have the runs just in case.
That's when he's just like, he goes, I can't wait to get diarrhea. But yeah, he was so excited. So what's weird is when you realize in a parochial household, this is all it takes, okay, to make somebody.
I've been there.
Yeah, to just make somebody
you
be
can
like,
make this paper in multiple plies. Yeah, you can.
Weird. Hey, Dad, I can't feel my hemorrhoids anymore. What are we doing? It's real paper, son.
Dad, I ripped some off and I couldn't see my hand through the paper. This is the first time in my life I wiped my butt and didn't give myself a little like,
I was going to say, that's at the Prockies, and we're like, we don't have to wash our hands anymore after we go to the bathroom. This is great.
I didn't know I was done because my fingers stayed clean the whole time.
Yeah. It's like a dipstick for when you're done. Got too far. I got too far. We're all good. Check the dipstick. What's a dipstick? It's your pinky finger. All right, if your pinky finger's full, it means you're done. Means you're done. That's how we do it in the Pragio household. And now it's a game changer for my butthole. That was the tagline. I was like, you should do a commercial for these guys, you know? So then I have one more story from him. We're watching football last weekend down in the basement, and he comes down and he's drinking. He sees I have a Gatorade, right? And he goes, oh yeah, he goes,
water sucks.
He goes, well, I always drink water.
Gatorade.
Yeah. I wanted something with flavor, and these punks drank the last like root beer. I was like, okay. So I said, he goes, oh yeah. It's just a quote. Oh yeah, stop drinking Mrs. Gatorade now. They're for school. And I go, who told you that, right? And he goes, no, he goes, I read it. It's written on the bottom of the bottles. Right now I'm drinking the for right now. And he dips the bottle up, and there's writing on it. But he goes, stop drinking those. But I'm just like, oh, okay, you know. But it's just because, you know, in our house, the rule is if you want the machine not to eat or drink something, you write your name on it. Okay, you write your name on it, or you write.
You don't want Bert Kreischer to come over?
No. You know what? He stole that record or that title from my son. Okay, because this guy, he's a Hoover. He will eat anything, and it's funny because he has. So we got the Invisalign braces. Okay, so you have to like take those out to eat,
right, or
to drink anything that's not water. Okay, any sugary substance, then you have to rebrush your teeth, put them back in. So this guy now he's like the quick draw of removing them. Yeah. You're like, where'd they go? It's like, it's all good. And he's eating. And you're like, you just had those in. We're good.
Yeah. You're like, did I see your 2 clicks?
Yeah.
No. I am the machine.
Yeah, but he did. I sent him to get milk last night, 2 nights ago. I sent him to get milk because we're out of milk. Because, hey, we haven't been back in the studio. Get this. We have Nesquik powder.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay. Now the kids have determined.
Previously on That Checks Out, Damon questioned if you could still get chocolate milk in powder form.
Game on.
Guess what? You can. Now back to That Checks Out, already in progress.
Spoiler alert, you'll never fight the strawberry away from my daughter. Okay.
I'll tell you.
If
it was on the strawberry or chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, it's
I'll
delicious.
punch your daughter for the strawberry.
So then Chuck comes downstairs one day and he goes, hey.
We gingers like the strawberry.
He goes, just so you know, he goes, 2 scoops of both in here. This is killer milk, Dad. I'm like, that is way too much. He's like, no, it's killer milk. But no, so she likes strawberry. So we're out of milk, coincidentally, all the time, right? So I sent him for milk, and he goes, hey, I go, you want to go get milk? He goes, yeah. So I hand him like 20. I go, I just need a milk. And he's like, and I go, he's going to Jewel. I go, you're going to get yourself a coffee cake? I said, get us a coffee cake, we'll split it. He goes, wait, to split? He goes, why am I going to get milk if I only get half a coffee cake?
Oh, my God.
So I go, I'll tell you what, 70-30, go get the coffee cake, get the milk, get your sister some ice cream or something. We're good. Okay. He comes back. He drops the bag down, puts my change down. He's real good about my change. He goes, hey, he takes out this Arnold Palmer. He goes, this was 20 cents because they had him like marked down or something. He goes, 20 cents. I go, all right. And he goes, so this is mine. Okay. I go, did anybody else get an Arnold Palmer? No, I just got one. Okay.
You could have gotten 5 for $1.
Right. 5 for what they normally cost.
I just got this one.
I just got this one. It's just mine. Yeah, it's not supposed to be
That
out.
shouldn't have been out.
That shouldn't have been out.
Should have been out.
So, and then he takes out the coffee cake and he starts cutting it and eating it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he gets halfway done. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a piece. He goes, well, hold on. He goes, don't you get like 20%? I said, well, it's 70-30. He goes, yeah, but you get 30% of your 50% from the original.
What is he, Roscoe?
Oh, he's doing all this math. Yeah, he's cutting it down.
You get
30%
of my 50%. Wait a minute.
That's what he was doing. And I was just like, holy cow. So yeah, I do have to bargain for snacks in my house, which honestly, that should
not
help
bad
me,
for you.
Help me
Yeah.
lose some weight. Right. But again, I just wanted to stress the toilet paper from your mother, game changer in the Parochial household.
Don't tell my mom. She'll be on cloud 9. Is that a toilet paper?
Wait a minute. You mean,
It's Angel Soft.
Yeah.
She'll be on cloud 9.
Right.
Not a sponsor. Call
what
me.
about you? Anything cool?
All right. So speaking of having to fight for snacks and everything, on Monday of this week, I went to lunch with John and Comedy Brian.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have to say Comedy Brian because there's also Podcast Brian. Used to be Boss Brian, but I was fired.
Previously on That Checks Out.
Anyway, so we go to this.
Just say funny, Brian. This one's never
for
funny.
some reason,
so we're good.
We always go to a Chinese restaurant. Whatever.
Right.
But we go there. John always orders egg foo young, which if you're not
Never
familiar
had
with
it.
that,
Is it noodles?
No, it's basically like an omelet with gravy on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not my thing. Not my bag.
Okay.
But I don't yuck anyone's yum. That's what he wants. It's fine.
Right.
So at the end of the night, Brian's finishes his. John and I are taking stuff home. Puts a bag in front of John. Puts a bag in front of me. Go home. The next day for lunch, I am so excited to have my leftovers.
I already know. I'm there. Go ahead.
You're already there. Everybody else probably ahead of the story.
Yeah.
Crack that son of a bitch up.
Did you heat it up before you looked at it?
No, I'm just saying, like, I cracked the bag. I got everything lined up. I got my bowl. I got everything. I got my drink, everything. You know, I got my tablet up to watch a little show while I'm eating my lunch. Crack the bag open, crack the little white box. There's 2 gravy omelets staring me in the face. And I'm like, no!
He had a delicious lunch.
So I type in the group chat. I was like, hey, John, I hope you like what I had. Right? And immediately, I'm talking, I don't even hit send. And immediately, Comedy Brian's like, I love this so much. I was like, this is why I hate you.
Right. Yeah. You don't understand. This is why we don't do this.
Oh, man. I was like, no.
Yeah, you probably should have done a one-on-one because you were only provided him comic relief.
I will take your level of snack requirement like on myself. I will take 20% of this on myself because when I picked up the bag, I was like,
it felt different.
This feels heavy. But the guy said, "Do you want rice with your leftover?" And I said, "Yeah," but he didn't take the bowl of rice because we all ordered like a dinner that came with rice. So instead of giving us individual rice, they just slapped down a family bowl of rice and a spoon. And I was like, "Bro,
right?
We're adult men. We don't share rice." But anyway, so I figured, maybe I was like, "Oh, these guys are really generous with their leftover rice when they give you leftovers."
Well,
Sure enough, it's
he got
because,
rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got rice.
He got rice.
Because they're like, because that's even the worst part. They're like, do you want rice? And John's like, no, I don't need any rice. So I didn't even have any rice to have with me. I had to start from scratch. I had to go like.
Did you make rice?
Oh, I had to go out in the patty and like grow it.
Yeah. Right. So.
Oh yeah, I was just like.
So how was your lunch?
It was not what I planned.
You know what's weird? That's a game changer too, but not in a good
And
way.
interesting.
Not in a good
I
way.
will eat almost any Chinese food. You know the one Chinese food I won't eat? I'll give you a guess. I said it earlier.
Egg for young?
That's the one.
Did I get it? I got the right
Now,
one.
I'll tell you this. What's lucky is that no one else, because my daughter can't have shrimp. She can't. She has an allergic reaction to it.
Shellfish in general, or just shrimp?
In general, which is weird. It's just shrimp. But that's what it was. It was shrimp, egg foo young. Now, can you imagine if I would have been like, hey, I don't want my leftovers. Go ahead and have it.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking that what it is perfectly safe for my child. And then suddenly.
John would have killed your daughter.
Inadvertently, yes.
Right?
So.
By his poor lunch choice.
You better have a blank check sitting out at the cost.
Because I'll write your name. Yeah. Is that a Taylor Swift? Is that what we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a dead daughter. I'll write your name.
Yeah, I'll write
That's
your
how
name.
the song goes, right?
I think something like that.
To it.
I don't know.
She's into football now or something.
Yeah, yeah. She's dating a football player. It's all good. And she's dating Kelsey. But, hey, I had an idea.
Oh, no.
Because now it's football season, and I watch the Red Zone channel, and I watch, it's Scott Hansen, okay? And he usually starts, he's like, okay.
You could have named anything.
Yeah.
You could have been like, it's John Wall. And I was like, all right. Sounds like a good guy.
It's Bo Duke. He does that for real? I might watch. Yeah. But it's Scott Hansen, and he usually starts by saying, like, he'll go, okay, 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now. Right? And he says it like that.
Yeah.
I thought they need to do, remember how they used to do, like, wife swap, this and that? They need to do work swap. They need to swap Scott Hansen with Chris Hansen. Okay? So
7 hours of picking up pervs that thought they were going to hang out with 13-year-olds starts now.
7 hours of a guy in your bush outside waiting.
Like, and then they'd be like, okay, so these men are going to get together and throw balls around.
Yeah.
Let's watch and see what happens. When it turns out it's not an opposing team, it's the police.
Yeah. Right. Let's watch. Yeah. Let's watch. I don't think he's here for a cookie. I don't think he brought fireworks. What's in that bag?
Sir, can you tell us why? You like also like really like loud. Like, why you brought a 24-pack of Coors Light
right
to this 13-year-old's house?
Your jail sentence starts now. But
are you ready for some jail time?
I just they're both Hanson. I mean, it just works, you know. But it's exact polar opposites of what they're doing.
Sure.
What they're doing, you know. One of them. Honestly, both
Someone's
of them.
going to ruin his life and traumatize a child for life starting now.
And the other one is there to meet kids. You know? It's like, wait a minute. Were we talking about the football guy first? What were we talking about there? How does that go?
One of us is going to be at a 13-year-old's house, and it's not the one with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't know if it's works. That would be it, right? Be like, wait a minute. You know Taylor Swift? You realize Travis Kelce now, number 87 for the Chiefs. He's the one that's supposedly dating Taylor Swift. Supposedly, they are dating.
I was going to say, Peyton was the guy that got the...
Yeah.
No, it was she. Which one was it? It was one of the Peyton kids. Got the video of them walking through the locker room.
Yeah. So, probably Jared Payton. I think he's a reporter.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're dating. His jersey sales went through the roof because people that know... Do you realize if you really are a fan of Taylor Swift, she's going to date this guy for like 3 weeks and then write a song about him?
Yeah, well, that's why you got to get... That's why you got to get that jersey now.
Now. Not right now.
Starting now.
Yeah. I bought it when he was her boyfriend, but then they're not anymore.
Yeah, this is like NFTs. You need to buy that, sell it fast,
right?
And get out of the get out.
Right.
That bottom's going to drop out.
So, but if you think about it, and I didn't even go this far, but it just popped in my head. What about other work swaps? Where would you think, like just, and it could be regular, like I used to write service, okay? Car dealership, you write service, or you're a service manager. Imagine taking somebody that is just not good with people, which that's me anyway, you know, but imagine taking people and putting them in that job.
Well, that's what I think. That was just thinking. I think you need to take the lube technician.
Yeah.
And put him in the surgery room that washes the doctor's hands.
Oh, yeah.
But don't switch his equipment. So So then the doctor's in there trying to do his thing, and his hands are just slippery as all hell.
Well, not even that, but it's like they're cleaning it with brake clean. You know what I mean? And then he's in, and the guy's like waking up from the anesthesia because it burns so bad. Because brake clean in an open cut is not what you want. So when you sterilize with brake clean, it's probably
or the pit crew. Yeah. At any race, put him into something that also needs to be fast. But
put him as a bathroom attendant.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is awkward. I walked in here with genitals. Something happened real quick.
I heard and all of a sudden, I got nothing.
Yeah. Surprisingly, there was very little pain.
Okay, when I set up this journal, I was holding something. Mm-hmm. Now I'm not. So
yeah.
They're putting it on the guy next to you. They're just taking off.
They just throw you up like the tire that they just throw you.
They throw you over the wall.
Yeah. Right over the stall.
Right over the stall. Yeah. Wait a minute. And not even that. They don't
you land on like four. Like, what lap are we on?
They grab your junk. They take your wig, throw it over the stall. It's like, whoa, I'm not a car. Okay, I'm gonna need that. Someone's jumping over the wall to get this. You know? Wow. Cut to 5 minutes later, someone's got an autograph. They're walking out of the bathroom like, whoa, this is not your typical NASCAR race. I don't understand what's going on here.
I don't know where you're putting that gas, like that fuel tube, but I don't want it.
Yeah. They are nuts. They don't start with luck. I don't understand what we're doing here. Get off them. Okay, that took a turn. I don't think we're going to go there anymore.
You didn't see it. We're coming, but it took a turn.
So here, I'm going to do some fun facts. And these are going to
give you one fun fact?
Yes.
These coasters Mac bought are the worst.
Oh, yeah. Hey, first off, are they submerged in water before we put stuff on them?
Seriously, I put a cup on a dry coaster an hour ago.
Yeah.
It now looks like I'm going to need to call Noah.
Yeah. He has liquid cooled
this
coasters.
Room is flooding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? The table's fine.
Right. Table's good.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm going to have to wring out the coaster later. How does one wring out marble?
So.
Oh, wait. Before you do that, Mac, how was your week?
I was just going to say, before I even jump in there, we got a text from Mac that basically says, cops are all over my neighborhood. At my neighbor's house, right?
Yeah, he basically texted into the background. You could hear, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
That's what it felt like.
So wherever Mac is, if he's not taking a video of someone getting arrested, okay, from the window of his studio, it happens in his neighborhood. So Mac,
Brian, take it away.
Take it away. Let's catch everybody up to our text. We get a text saying he's in the backyard. There's a man in your bush.
But let's
Okay.
Roll it back.
Okay.
roll it back. So this was last Monday.
Yeah.
It was right after
you got
I set
comfy.
up that show that
Yeah.
ruined,
He's kicking back. Yeah.
No. So I got home
this
from
is
the
right after you set the Rialto's electricity on fire. Or whatever.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was that afternoon. I got home about 2:00. I'm on the phone with Amy. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting in the car talking to her. She's on her lunch break. And we're talking, and then I noticed like a Will County Sheriff's SUV like pull up behind me. Like, parked.
Is that Ted getting driven home from his flight? Wee woo.
And then there was, I think, there were maybe 2, maybe 3 tops. But I told Amy, I was like, oh, Will County Sheriff's just pulled up. They're probably here to talk to the neighbors.
Oh, so you know about the neighbors?
It's like government assisted.
Okay. All right.
So it's basically there's always somebody new there. And there's maybe been one person in like the 15 years that I've lived there that hasn't had the cops called on them.
Gotcha. Well, it's weird because you're the one calling. Okay, so he's like, there's really only been one person. I like that guy. He didn't have the cops called on him, coincidentally. Go ahead, continue.
So I get out of the car and then I go back to check in on the chickens, feed the rabbits and stuff, and talking to Amy. And at this point, the Will County Sheriffs are out and they have one of the people that lives there out in the front yard, and they're talking to him. And I'm not really talking about it because I'm within earshot. They could hear me if I were telling Amy, like, oh, they're standing out there.
You're giving her play-by-play?
Yeah, so I'm out there. I'm checking on the rabbits, and I'm just talking to her. I'm like, what's the mixture of feed I need to put together? And I'll go back inside. And so I go inside to get the feed. And while I'm inside, and I was like, okay, I got to update you. The cops are out there, like, talking to the neighbors now. She says, okay. And I'm like, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to go back out. And I go back out. And I'm putting the feed down and everything like that. And I'm talking to Amy, having a normal conversation. And then I hear like a thump. and a rustling. And I'm in my chicken run, and I look to my right, and my chicken run is right up against the fence that divides our yard and the neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
And there's just like a guy in my bushes.
You're like, hark.
Like,
There's just a clatter.
He's like laying there, and he stands up, and he dusts himself off, and he looks at me, and he goes, I gotta go through here. And then he just cut through my backyard and let himself out the side gate.
And you didn't yell citizens arrest or nothing?
No. So the whole
Top of the
time,
morning to you.
yeah. So the whole time I'm just carrying on my normal conversation with Amy, and all I said to the guy was, "Yep." And Amy's talking to me, and then I walk back inside the house, and I'm like, "Okay, stop talking. You're not going to believe what just happened."
You can only tell gossip when you're in the house. I love this.
But
Because they would be able to hear me, like the neighbors and the cops would have all been able to hear
this
me.
is what upsets me,
If
though.
I were like some guy just jumping.
You had the prime opportunity to tell that gentleman that checks out,
Yeah, you did.
and you didn't use it.
Yeah.
I have to go through here. That checks out.
That checks out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That checks out.
That checks out. You can find that on all your podcast platforms.
Yeah, that would have been, you could have gave him a card. Were you wearing the shirt? You could have done something, you know? I like, though, that you have to go in the house.
Yeah.
You What you should have said is,
yeah.
oh, my God, Amy, a guy just jumped in my backyard. And when the
should've
cops
said-
hear that, woo!
Stop what you're doing. I'm about to ruin the in the style that you're used to. Go.
I
All
don't
right.
want to start crap with the neighbors, you know.
I got you.
The guy that jumped the fence does not live there, but I've seen him over there before. And they were calling for him. Like the people that lived there were like, you know, yelling whatever his name were. I don't know if they told like the police that he was there in the house or what.
He was just here a second ago.
Weird.
Yeah. But I mean, he made it. Like they were none the wiser. I looked right at them. They had no idea. They were completely oblivious. They're standing out in the front yard, not 25 yards away.
Well,
just
you're
on the opposite corner of the house.
So you're an accomplice.
I mean,
To be fair,
technically.
He's an accomplice. You're an accessory.
yes. After the fact. He's an accessory,
After the fact.
Yeah, I hope he didn't do anything actually bad.
Right. I mean, he's like, here, hold this machete.
You know what? This is the exact origin of Spider-Man. Yeah. He lets a guy go because he's like, not my problem.
Yeah.
Goes home to find out that guy murdered his uncle.
Yeah.
Cut to next day, Spider-Man.
Chicken man.
Chicken man.
Chicken man does whatever a chicken can.
So
there ended up being
Pecks
a
the
lot
yard.
of there at the end of it. There were probably 6 or 7 sheriff's vehicles there, and you know,
did you ever
just
once
go,
say, hey, I saw the guy go through my backyard?
no.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Woohoo.
I was on the phone with my mom because I just had to call somebody.
You
and
should
tell
have
them
been
what was
out
going
on the phone with your mom in the yard really loud. Yeah, you know what? My yard is really adjacent to this next door yard.
Yeah.
Someone could just run right through here.
Yeah.
No one would ever notice him.
Guy wearing a flannel named Tony.
My mom goes, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's a bad guy. He might have just skipped out on child support. And I was like, I don't know, Mom. That's a lot of
Yeah.
cops for child
They
support.
don't send a bunch of wee-woos for child support.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what you don't have to do? You don't have to fall over a chicken fence when there's just child support.
Sadly, I know a lot of people that like they know where the guy is and they're like, yeah, not a whole lot we can do.
Yeah.
They don't send out dudes for child support.
Right. Yeah. You got to remember the state we live in now
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We don't go looking for that.
He's right there.
Yeah.
Not, child support not happening.
Yeah. Dude, you should pay. that's really what it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you might not be able to get that game changer toilet paper.
So you might be able to sleep better at night thinking that it's child support, but what you really did is you probably let a murder out of your backyard. That's probably what you did. Okay.
I hope not.
starting right
Especially since this is going out in the public.
I hope not. How many listeners do you guys have?
Are you guys big in the police community?
How many minutes have we been talking about this that I got to cut out?
Yeah. Timestamp.
Now-
Timestamp.
In Damon's defense and mine, we had totally forgotten about this story. You're the one that brought it up. You're like, oh, hey, remember? That got worse.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, remember that text I sent you?
like-
We're like, hold on.
Yeah. Is it good enough for the pod? Yeah, I'll tell it at the pod.
Save it for the pod. We don't want to know until it's fresh.
Yeah. We wanted fresh. If it's new, it's new to you.
It's new to you. Yeah. So, by the way, there was probably a huge crime spree after that. And the guy's like, so I met this guy that has chickens. And he was on the phone the whole time. We were hanging out talking.
Hey, well, while we're chatting with you, Mac, don't forget to bring your vacuum in. It's getting noticeable.
Yeah. I think we're going to want to do that.
corner back here. It looks like a plant died. In it. I think it did.
Actively dying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guy falls out of the ceiling. I got to walk through here. I got to walk.
It looks like a dog got into the grapes.
Yeah.
Basically what I'm saying over here.
The rest of the afternoon was just like the studio, though. I just kind of watched from my kitchen window at that point.
Well, you can only tell stories when you're in the house, apparently, so you have to stay inside so you can tell everybody what's going on. But so anyway, hey, if anybody ever wants to hang out with Mac, you're guaranteed to see some kind of police activity, whether it be the studio or when he's feeding his chickens. You know what I mean?
East side of Joliet.
Yeah.
That's where fun
And
happens.
if you need an escape route.
Hey, his backyard
Yeah.
is very plausible.
Two side gates.
Yeah.
Do, escaping out Mac's backyard.
If you need an escape route and an alibi for a guy feeding chickens.
Anyone comes here? No.
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 I never saw nothing, man. I was just out there feeding my chickens.
Feeding my chickens. Seems like we got a man-sized hole in this bush. Don't know what to tell you.
The guy's walking around like a chicken, moving his head.
Yeah.
Max throwing him feed. Is that a? That's one of my chickens. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, thanks for not saying anything. Everybody gets one. Thanks, chicken man.
I'm never gonna forget this. Hold his machete. And he runs off.
I used to do it all the time at work. Hey, can you grab this real quick?
Yeah.
Why? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and then
hold something handle first at someone.
Yeah.
No, real clean prints. Can you get that on there real quick?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, so let's go into fun facts. Besides the fact, Mac is an accessory to something. Okay, he's not a handbag or a beautiful belt. He's an accessory to probably we're gonna say child support, man. Okay, so anyway, here's
Child support.
right. Here's fun fact number 1. There's a phrase. This is the best one I've ever read in my entire life, and I couldn't wait to read this. There's a phrase for water that splashes up from the toilet when your poop drops into the water.
Oh, I know what this is. Oh, I can't think of it.
It's called Poseidon's Kiss.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. Now, in my house, we've had a recent game changer for this.
No, Chuck probably welcomes it.
Yeah. He's like, look, Poseidon, you can kiss it all you want.
Yeah.
It's going to get clean.
He probably stands up just to get the splash down.
Are you standing on the back of the toilet? What are you doing? Hang time.
Hang
time.
I'm going to wipe the whole thing, Dad.
This new paper's great.
My entire butt is jealous of my butthole right now.
Yeah. I'm going to wipe everything. Walls, ceiling. Yeah.
Why are we out of towels? I didn't have to wash them.
I didn't have to.
It's toilet paper. It's a game changer.
We're golden. He's drying off after a shower. What do you got? I got 3 sheets of that paper, and I'm dry. I don't even need a towel.
He's got it lengthwise using his floss. It's amazing.
This is wonderful. So it's called Poseidon's Kiss.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. That's phenomenally awesome.
Yeah, but if it comes after Montezuma's Revenge,
Yeah, right.
gross.
Right. If it's after Taco Tuesday, I don't think it's a very clean kiss.
Yeah.
All right? It's not a clean kiss. All right. Here's my second fun fact.
Was that corn?
Tomato skins. A woman.
Sausage.
Kiss by sausage. Sausage kiss. So anyway, here's my second fun fact. This one here, talk about being an utter failure, okay? A woman once tried to commit suicide by jumping off the Empire State Building. She jumped from the 86th floor, but was blown back to the 85th floor by a gust of wind. Okay.
Yeah, the whole place is like, nope.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she lands in Mac's chicken coop on the 85th floor.
He's up there just feeding his chickens. I didn't see anything.
Yeah. She's like, I got to walk through here. I bet you do.
You want to go again?
Yeah.
Still a long way down.
That checks out. That checks out.
I would say that checks out. I'm not giving those guys any free promotion.
But 86th floor, you cannot ever imagine that you're going to survive this, let alone this jump is going to take, what, about a second and a half until you fall to the next floor?
Can you imagine that? Ah!
Yeah. And then you land on the guy's grill. You're hurt like hell, and the guy comes out and goes, you're paying for that. You know, you're paying for that grill. And again, how did Empire State Building, do the windows open on this? How would
I assume this was on the observation deck before they put the higher fence.
Okay. So, but how would you land back on something? There was something else.
Yeah,
because
I'm sure. Yeah, because it kind of stair steps up.
Okay.
So I'm sure she didn't land on another like observation floor. It's probably like the roof of
something else.
The 84th floor.
Gotcha. Okay. But I just saw that and I thought, man, you're set out. You're like, I'm done. And the next thing you're like, ow, ow. Fuck. That's all you get. You didn't even get to the cuh.
Goodbye.
You didn't get to the cuss sound.
Yeah.
What do you didn't get to say you. I don't even understand.
The irony is that knocked the wind out of her.
Right. Right.
Ooh.
You know, imagine that though.
Could you imagine? Mac would be on the 86th floor, like, I didn't see anything. Yeah. Could you get someone to help? I didn't. Nope. Not get involved.
Mac's out watering his plants, and he looks up. He's like, "Better play the wind." He just keeps watering them. And he licks his thumb, throws it up in the air. You're gonna want to jump today.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have to play the wind. It's not gonna work. So, all right. That one was cool. The first one was awesome. This one here might be spectacular.
Oh no.
A leech has 10 stomachs, 32 brains, 9 pairs of testicles, and several hundred teeth.
Science.
How does it work?
I don't know.
Why do you need that much?
Listen, 10 stomachs, love it. Okay? Big fan. Okay? 32 brains, I'm about 33 shy, so I don't know what that feels like. All right? 9 pairs of testicles. What are you doing with them?
Yeah.
And you're a leech. Where are they?
That's true.
I mean, are they spread out like Christmas lights on the gutter? Or are they like all in one spot?
Do they have to mate in the wind and just hope something lands?
That's what it is. That's what it is. Listen, I have all these testicles. All right.
We're hoping that something sticks.
Yeah. Right. And then at the end, several hundred teeth. How many teeth does a leech need? Leeches, they suck blood, right?
Yeah, obviously they can't be that big.
No, but several hundred of them. Now, leeches aren't that big. So I'm just trying to put...
I feel like I need to Google this live in situ while we're talking, because this doesn't... My brain is like...
to see a picture.
My one brain is like, this doesn't...
No, but if they could put it to scale, okay? So do the several hundred
Wait,
teeth...
are we talking about Robin Leach?
Yeah. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. He only had 9 pairs of testicles. So yeah, if they could scientifically show us a diagram as to how it lays out, that would be the way to go. But again, 10 stomachs, and you're talking about a leech fits in the palm of your hand, and you have plenty of room left. This is not a big thing, okay? Doesn't it only suck blood, or do leeches eat other stuff?
It says it has suckers on both ends.
Really?
Yeah, the posterior and the anterior.
So is one of them an outdoor, or are they both indoors?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. Science. I mean, that's exactly what we're saying.
I didn't really like leeches to begin with. Now I really don't like
No, I don't either. But here's the reason I read this is because it has 9 pairs of testicles. Let's be honest. The only reason I read this whole thing.
We all know what your Google search
Okay.
looks like.
What has 9 pairs of testicles?
What's got the most testicles? I want to see that.
Here's a fun fact. Damon needs to use incognito a lot more.
Hidden burrito.
So
I think this was like a Jeopardy question.
Yeah,
Leech.
which
what
animal?
what is an animal that has?
So here's my last one. This one here, I'm going to follow it with that checks out, but it's implied. Sir Isaac Newton was just 23 years old when he discovered the universal law of gravity. He also died a virgin. So when you compound your fun facts, okay, I knew the first one. I assumed the second one. Okay, I never thought, man, I bet you he's slaying.
Hey, if you let stuff go, it falls.
Yeah,
Isaac, we all know that.
Yeah. Now, let's see if we can get them panties dropping.
You know what? No.
Dude, if your middle name was Fig, I still wouldn't be excited about you. All right? And I love those things.
Fruit and cake.
I love those things. And I still wouldn't be excited about you.
You like my cake? Now check out my fruit. Pass. I'm going to pass. So we've had a lot of disappointment from Brian today.
We have, yeah. Oh, there's been a lot of size. Yeah. A lot of size. So
the man who let a murderer go is judging us.
Right. I was going to say, yeah. He's basically, he's like.
Because I made a fruit and cake joke about Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Yeah. You let the guy that's wanted for child support run through your chicken coop, and all of a sudden we're the bad people.
And we know that we can't call up Newton's ancestor and be like, nerd. Because he ain't got none.
Right. But yeah, just to be like, hey, listen, you guys heard of gravity? Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much discovered that.
I discovered that.
You know, So, how about we get out of them dresses? Huh? You know what I mean? And again, the dude looks like, I mean, again, maybe that was the look back then, right? This was like,
Did you ever think about that back in the day? Like, how did anyone ever like?
right?
How
are any of us born?
bathed like once a week at most.
Yeah. And from the back, everybody looked the same.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you have the same hairstyle as your wife. Okay. Yours is slightly longer.
We're washing with pig fat this week. Cool.
Ooh, okay. So when we're done oiling up with Crisco, how about if we
if they had to like, put powder and stuff and wigs in their head hair.
Yeah. Right. I don't think we have a well manicured lawn. There's not a well manicured lawn, right?
No.
There's not.
No,
it's not at all. So that might have been what did you in. Just being honest with you.
I guess the fact that everyone was gross.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not quite as gross as that guy. All right.
Very much.
Hey, we're all equally disgusting.
Yeah. If no one's bathed,
I found gravity.
If no one's bathed, it's all new to you.
Wow.
You know what you should discover, Isaac? Soap.
You know what you do though? If I was him, okay, and again, I would have definitely discovered gravity. But if I was him, I'd walk up, I would drop my pants so fast, and I'd be like, "See that fall? Gravity."
Hey, you want me to defy gravity? Boing.
Would you ladies by chance like to see the reverse polarity of my wang?
All right, Brian, you can sign on that.
Yeah, we're going to timestamp that one, all right?
That one you can sign on, Brian.
Yeah, the guy.
You just soiled an audio term for me. Never going to be able to reverse polarity again.
Yeah. He's like, every time I do, I picture Sir Isaac Newton's wang.
When it's time to wang. Wow. All right.
All right. Here, I want to do a strange story this week.
Strange stories.
Whoa, we got two of them.
Yeah. I was so messed up with the Isaac Newton, I double wanged.
Strange stories.
Oh, you're giving him one, huh?
Well,
okay.
I had to
All right,
clean up the other one. I
that's
accidentally rickrolled them at the same time.
Yeah. This one happened in our backyard. Rupert.
Dude, in Brian's backyard. Go.
Yeah. He would have let this guy go too. Rupert, the pet wallaby, found after missing.
Oh, yeah, Monique.
After going missing from Monique family's backyard. Okay. So we're not far from Monique, where we're at. We're 40 minutes. Okay.
It's closer than our usual Wayne May story.
So, but Rupert, a wallaby, okay, which I didn't know you could have a wallaby in Monique.
I know. When I was reading it first, like when I first saw the story, I'm reading it, I'm like, wait, where? Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, Monique has a wallaby? Yeah. Okay. So maybe you can have chickens or wallabies.
I am kind of disappointed. This is our chance to literally call Wayne May.
Oh, I know.
And be like, Wayne, we've been plugging you for 3 years now.
I am dying to meet you in person.
We have an actual job.
Yeah. We're not paying. We just want you to come and do this. This is pro bono. Okay. So he escaped from a pen, his family's yard, on Tuesday night. Rupert is a 2-foot tall wallaby and weighs about 45 pounds. Now, I thought they weighed more than that.
The wallabies, no, they're like mini.
It's like a baby kangaroo, right?
Like mini kangaroo.
Like a mini kangaroo. Okay. According to his owner, Josie Hange, wallabies are native to Australia. Well, we already knew that.
Yeah,
I don't think you needed to ask Josie where the wallaby. You know where it's not native to? Monique.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to know why you want it out of Monique? Well, first off, it's Monique. Second off,
so far, yeah.
He's trying to go back to Australia.
So far, this journalist is top notch.
Right. Yeah. So we interviewed someone and they said this thing's from Australia. No shit.
Yeah, we interviewed someone and they told us the Australian animal is from Australia.
But Rupert is considered an indoor pet. And Hange said he was probably frightened and skittish outside.
Because it was like, this isn't Australia at all. What is happening?
I went to throw shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
There was no shrimp and there was no Barbie. I could not do this. But it says ABC 7 was with Hange on Friday when she got a call citing her runaway wallaby. This is the first visual spotting, Hange said.
Could you imagine just driving down the road in rural Illinois and being like, is that a mini kangaroo?
Is that? Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Well, you know what else though is
No one's gonna know it's a wallaby.
I was gonna say, but if this was anywhere else, like say this was Texas, they would be like, Rupert. You know what I mean? They were in Moni. Okay. So yeah, nobody
is
has
that a naked armadillo? Yeah. Where's his shell, man?
Sasquatch is way smaller than I thought he was, but he does exist.
Put your shell on, man.
But it says someone caught him on camera. So it says, I have to get him today. The family of Rupert, the Miss Wallaby, shared a video of their beloved pet. Anyone who sees them should call police at, I'm going to give their number, 708-710-3148. If you think you see a wallaby tomorrow, call that number.
Look at this, 708-731-WEE-WOO.
Yeah. 708-WALLA-B. Okay? Wallaby missing. Okay? Hey, that's pretty good, huh? That's solid. Solid. Huh? Give it to me.
Sausage.
Son of a bitch. No. So, hey. Gotta have a Collins. That's how you find a wallaby.
Checking all the boards.
That's how you find a Collins, a wallaby. Video showed a missing marsupial hopping along the property of Ken Zelstra's nearby home. All of a sudden, I looked out the window, and there he was, said Zelstra. We don't see things like that out here. Okay, you're a nearby home. They have a wallaby. You didn't know that people in your neighborhood, do they walk the wallaby?
I don't think there's a sex offender list for wallabies. Hey, I just gotta let you know, court ordered. I gotta let you know, I've got a not quite a kangaroo in my house.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
And you cannot trick or treat at my house because I have a wallaby.
And you're not allowed to touch it. As much as you want to.
Kids, want to touch my wallaby? Wait a minute.
Starting now.
Are you on 2 lists? Is there 2 lists? Have you met Scott Hansen?
708 Hansen. With 2 N's.
Right.
The second N is for now.
So it says Hange and a small group of volunteers, including some of the Tinley Park Paws, were searching nearby.
Maybe you want to go to the Sturb concert we talked about last week.
Look at this. I've done dogs, cats, birds, tortoises, a deer, a horse, but this is my first wallaby, said Jenny Kowalski.
Also, I think that goes into last week's wording. Like, phrasing is a little off.
Look,
wait, you've never looked for one? Did I say that?
Hey,
that's not what I said.
That's not what I said at all.
That's not what I said at all.
First off, that's one sexy wallaby, and I want to be the first one to find it. All right? You don't lose a hot wallaby if you don't want Jenny to come find this damn thing, all right?
Why is Jenny putting on an inappropriate amount of lipstick in her van?
She's in a red dress and lipstick. What is she looking for? She's going to mate with that wallaby. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? So it says, we just want him to know a familiar scent. So Josie carries around his blanket. We have scent items around their house. Hange had been out every morning and night since Rupert vanished, doing everything she can to find her AWOL-aby.
They're just pouring Fosters up and down the street.
They missed an opportunity to just be like, AWOL-aby, okay? AWOL-wallaby. Yeah. That's like a stuttering problem,
right?
Okay? That's not, you should have just...
They should have put that and then printed, thank you. Just read the article.
Okay, first off, do you know what we're naming this one? AWOL-aby. Yeah. Okay? That's what we're doing. It's part of the family. Frantic chaos. I'm not going to lie. I'm very emotional. And there are too many to count at this point. More than any... what? I'm so worried. I'm so scared. I don't even understand. This doesn't make sense.
Also...
Who wrote this?
How is this approved? Like, are they not worried that this is going to get out and, like, the Department of Animals in Illinois is going to be like, so we're... 2 things. Yeah. We're thrilled you found your wallaby.
Yeah.
And we're coming to get it.
We're going to kill it.
Yeah. Did you see that there was that one story where... Like, we can't let you have that animal. Okay.
We read that. Yeah.
Because it's not safe around you. Oh, okay. Now we're going to kill it.
Now we're going to murder it in front of you. This could have been you. Let's pretend you're this animal. We're going to kill it right now.
Say goodbye.
You believe that? I thought you were going to hit the sausage button. I was like, say goodbye.
Sausage.
You're not going to eat it later.
Sausage.
We got some weird wallaby sausage. What do you guys have? Okay, first off, we had to kill Rupert. Okay. Second off, he's delicious.
Yeah.
Okay. He is delicious.
Good news, bad news.
Yeah. There's a lot of ground to cover. She even called in friends of friends to search the fields and by a drone looking over the ground to find wallaby tracks. Okay. You are correct. Wayne May, we could have totally used you.
Seriously.
Because when you come to me and you go, listen, I don't know what was here, but these are definitely wallaby tracks.
Can you imagine just, hey, Wayne, we need you on the search for a wallaby. I'll head down under right away. Actually, Illinois.
You mean down under Chicago?
Yeah.
About 70 miles.
Down
about
under
70 miles under Chicago.
About an hour down under Chicago.
That's where you're going to go, okay? But it says, we just want him home safe, said Hange, and luckily he is now. So they found him, and they got him back. I don't know how you start this search because, like you said, I am harboring an animal that I'm probably not supposed to have.
Right.
Okay? That's not, like, you know why people don't call the cops and go, someone stole my cocaine?
Yeah.
Because you weren't supposed to have the cocaine.
So the first call is probably to Brian. Because we have cleared up that Mac is one that will not.
Yeah.
Hey, Mac, I lost a wallaby, and I need someone to help me find it.
I'm your guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
But that's it. That's the only help he gets. And he goes in, he's like, Amy, I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
This isn't about the neighbors. We can only gossip in the house, Amy. We've set that up.
That's what I'm saying. Why did you go inside to talk to her? There's nobody outside.
Listen, the neighbors cannot get wind of this.
Yeah.
I have a reputation of not telling people stuff.
Yeah. You know I keep secrets. You know this. You know? Like that time you were gone for a long weekend and I had all them chicks over. You know I keep secrets. What did you say?
Chickens
Nothing.
in the yard.
Yeah.
I'm chicken man, remember?
Chicken. But again, first off, you have to tell people I'm missing a wallaby. Then you have to fess up to I named him Rupert. Okay?
I'm missing a wallaby. I named him Rupert. By the way, I had a wallaby.
So wait a minute now. I'm missing one, and I had one. Right? Was that Rupert? Yeah. No, we're all caught up.
Is the missing one Rupert? Oh, you're quick.
Yeah.
You catch on quick. Are you a leech? How many brains do you have?
Let me see your testicles. Let me count your testicles.
Nope. Too far. We've gone too far.
Okay, back to that. You think they're all in one sack, or do you think they're spread out?
God, I hope he doesn't keep talking about keeping your eggs in one basket.
Imagine getting kicked there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And that's a bad case of huevos rancheros right there.
Why is that leech in so much pain? He's like Peter Griffin. Ooh. Ah.
Hey, everyone, leech is good news, bad news.
Yeah.
You got a ton of genitals, but to live, you have to suck blood.
Yeah, you've got.
There's a good for every bad, guys.
And this guy over here, he's got 1 foot and he's got a boot on it. So cover your genitals. But again, when you have to start your whole day with, we lost our wallaby. And the neighbor, this guy said it was from his neighborhood. How did you not know there's a wallaby in your neighborhood? Like, didn't you have to go to like the vet with this thing?
Could you imagine just walking down your street and just seeing like a mini kangaroo head looking out a window? Hey, is that? Nah. No way. Is that it? Because I know my dog will just sit there and look out the window. I'm sure people walk by and go, that dog's weird. But can you imagine like, is that a mini kangaroo?
No, so would it...
In Monique? Come on. Come on.
Would that... Tell me you didn't name it something stupid.
Yeah.
Tell me you didn't name it something stupid. Does that thing flex up, do you think, like a kangaroo? You know how kangaroos, like, they flex up?
Probably.
You think Rupert, like, if he got cornered?
Yeah, is he one of those, come on, I can do it, come on. Come on. Because they like, try to overcompensate. Name it Rupert. Why not Rocco? If you're going to have a wallaby, name it after the most famous wallaby on the world. Rocco's Modern Life. You're not going to name it Rocco? That's too much. Rupert's fine.
Yeah, Rupert's good. We're big fans of, what is it, NBC? What's Rupert Murdoch? What does he own?
Oh, Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
We're big fans of Fox. So you could have called him Fox, okay?
Let me at him. Come here. Come on. Let me at him.
Why is he all of a sudden like a 20s gangster?
Because he is. He's like that little, like, that scrunt, like the Tom and Jerry cartoons. Like
Yeah, I want an Easter egg. That's what I picture when you're saying that. Okay, so let's just recap today. All right. First off, if you want to change my life, my lifestyle, my house, we know it takes as little as toilet paper. I can't imagine if we introduce something. What does it take to change these people's life? They have a wallaby in their house.
True. If I brought over some, like, Charmin, they'd be like, all right, great.
We have a wallaby.
We have a wallaby.
And they're like the one-up people. Like that. Hey, that story's great. We have a wallaby. They talked to the lady. I jumped off the 86th floor. Yeah. I got blown back.
I survived jumping off the 86th floor of the Empire State Building. Wallaby.
Yeah. It's like you're Kobe all the time. Kobe, wallaby.
You just throw it at people. Wallaby. What?
Is that the wallaby asshole? He always talks about his wallaby. That's him.
That's him.
That's him. That's over here. Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, we know about Rupert, buddy. Yeah. We've heard.
Yeah. Couldn't name him something else?
Okay. He's so famous, even your neighbors don't know about him.
That's the whole thing. And again, I got to think. So they said this thing was 2 years old. It's never had any medical attention?
You and me, we're in that neighborhood. They called, hey, guys, can you help us look for a pet? Yeah, what is it? A wallaby. Hold on, wait a minute. You mean to tell me this whole time you had a wallaby? I've never seen you have a. You're just telling me now after you couldn't find it? You didn't invite me over to see your wallaby?
Right.
Screw you. I'm not going to look for your wallaby.
Right. And this wallaby you're looking for, does it owe child support?
I didn't get to play with your wallaby. Yeah.
I will get 6 to 8 sheriff's department SUVs out here immediately.
Where can they find us, Dad?
I'll tell you where you never find us, in Mac's backyard. You can find us at thatchecksout.net. All the socials at Checksout WDT. We'd like to thank everyone. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Cool Dads is our song. You can find other videos on there. That Checks Out has been a TCO production, recorded for you at Audio High Podcasting Studio, allegedly. We'll catch you next time.
I gotta go through here.
Yep.
Does that wallaby owe child support?